Hey people, my name's Joe without the E. I hope that everyone who's seen this video is having a good day, and that if not, this video will make your day better. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about how to feel better when you're alone. So I feel like this is something that we all deal with at some point in time. So I just thought I'd come here and share some advice on it. Something that's important to mention at the beginning of the video is that balance is really important when it comes to this. So you don't want to spend all of your time by yourself, but you also don't want to spend all of your time with other people. That being said though, everyone is different, everyone has their own version of that balance, you know? Just thought I'd mention that at the beginning of the video. Alright, let's get into it. So the first important thing when it comes to being happy when you're alone is having hobbies. And there's a few situations that you can be in when it comes to this. The first situation being that you already know what your interests are and that you have access to the hobby that you want to do, in which case that's great. Another situation is also that maybe you don't know what your interests are yet, in which case that's also completely fine. It just takes some patience and basically trying a bunch of new things until something sticks with you, and eventually you find a hobby that you want to stick with long term. And then another situation that you might be in is that you know what your interests are and you know what hobby you want to stick to, but that maybe you don't have access to that hobby yet, in which case my advice would be to just go online, look around at some different local areas and stuff like that, where maybe there might be places that allow you to do that hobby. And if not, then yeah, it's just a case of also trying new things until you do find a hobby that's accessible to you at that time. But there's also nothing wrong with sticking with the original hobby, as in that you just have to trust that over time you will be in a situation where you're going to be able to access that hobby, and that you don't need to give up on it or anything. Also, when I'm talking about hobbies, I mean something that's usually going to use your creative energy. It's super important that whatever you do is something that you can improve on and something that you can keep just getting better and better at, and something that's really going to allow you to express yourself, just kind of get that energy that you have inside of you, I mean that we all have inside of us type thing, channel it through whatever your hobby is. Also, I just realized that my head's been sticking out this whole time, but we're keeping it in. So the second thing I want to talk about is using your free time to grow and evolve. And what I mean by this is finding ways to recognize patterns that you have, as in maybe something that you do on a day-to-day or something that you do even more occasionally. Finding something that you recognize as like something you're spending too much time and energy on. It could be like being stuck in a certain thought pattern. It could be maybe something that you put too much energy into, like maybe giving someone negative attention or something like that. And just all of these things that kind of make us human really, and things that we all struggle with at some point in time. And using your free time to like teach yourself to grow and evolve is it's always going to be beneficial. Oh, and also I wanted to add that of course this could also be something that maybe you're not putting enough thought into or enough energy into. Just to emphasize that it goes both ways. Something else that can be really beneficial when we have time by ourselves is to recognize our own accomplishments and also practice gratitude. Now, with recognizing our own accomplishments, it's important to do this because we don't want to rely on other people for validation. It's a super healthy practice just to consistently recognize what we accomplish on a day-to-day basis, or over the week or the month, and just really think about like, oh, I really accomplished this and I should be proud of myself for doing that, because I think it's human and easy to overlook those things once we get into like a routine or we get too focused on something that we're doing. And it's always good to take a step back and just really be proud of ourselves. And as far as gratitude, it kind of ties into the same thing. We're super blessed to have like everything that we have really. And I think, like I was saying before, it's human to kind of get used to that and just go about our day-to-day lives without really thinking about everything that we have and everything that we should be thankful for. Just practicing gratitude consistently and thinking about, the things that are in our lives that really benefit us all the time that we don't think about, and just really thinking about how blessed we are to have those things is super helpful and can really help during a moment where you're feeling down, or maybe you're just, your mind is wandering off to a place where it doesn't need to be. And the last thing I want to mention is the importance of coming outside. And I feel like it's crucial to spend time outdoors, because it's very easy to get stuck in a certain mindset or a certain just state of mind when you're in the same environment all the time. Switching up your environment and, just allows you to be more clear-headed easily, and just changes things up in your day. I would recommend, if you spend a lot of time in, like you live somewhere that's already secluded and sort of in the nature, then when you go outside to spend some time more in a crowded area and somewhere where you're going to see more people, or otherwise if it's the other way around and you live in a city, for example, then I would suggest coming outside to somewhere like this, like a nature spot and stuff. Alright, outro time. cool. I hope you enjoyed my first video. This is my first time making a video like this in a long time and on the new channel and everything. So yeah, I hope I explained everything well enough. It wasn't too slow or anything. I'm still getting used to being in front of the camera, of course, so it's a little bit of a process, but yeah, I hope I explained everything well enough. And if there's any particular topics that you want to see videos about as far as life advice and everything like that, because that's my main goal with this channel, is just to make some more short videos giving like, yeah, advice about different topics in life and stuff that people might be going through. So yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular that you want me to give advice about. All right, cool. Have a good rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you.